pretty colorful. I'm so diverse, guys. So bomb. Too, this is my map. It's so pretty, right? So colorful. I like a nice little mix there. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been well over a week. Life happens. It's been so crazy and hectic, but I got a notification this morning and it said, you have 100 subscribers. Congratulations. So I thought I'd hop on today and say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and for hanging out with me. And thanks guys for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Ma'ata. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and say hello. Introduce yourself. It would be so cool to talk to you guys. And I also wanted to do a fun video today. I wanted to do the ethnicity tag as well as share with you guys my DNA results with 23andMe. I'm going to start with the questions from the ethnicity tag. First question is, what is your ethnicity? I am from the beautiful island of Tonga, the Kingdom of Tonga. It's in the South Pacific. I'm Polynesian. Like I said, I've been meeting people from all different parts of the world, and I want to say shout out to all the Poly vloggers. They're Polynesian vloggers if you don't know what that is, but what's up, Poly Vlog? And I also want to say shout out to Hello Harriet. Check out her page. Her name is Hello Harriet, and yeah, she's the one that started Poly Vlog, so thanks for doing that. Anyways, we got to keep moving. The second question is, do you have an ethnic name? Yes, I have an ethnic name, and both my first and my middle name has a wonderful story behind it, and I'm very honored that I am named after my maternal grandmother. She went by Atalahi, which means Ata Senior, I guess, the older version, and I was Atasi'i. Her legal name, like on all her passports and IDs and stuff, when she came to America, my grandfather wrote down Ma'ata, but when she was born, her name was Faka'ata La'a. I know it sounds funny. If you translate Faka'ata e La'a to English, it means someone who is observing the sun, or one who is studying the sun, I guess. Maybe someone has a better translation, but that's the way I translate it. It's someone who's observing the sun or studying the sun. There was a total eclipse on the island she was born on, Niuafo'o, also known as Tin Can Island. And when she was born, there was a total eclipse. She said that her mother told her that it was just complete darkness when she came out and when she gave birth, which I think is the coolest story. And you have that name and the story to tell. I think it's pretty fascinating. Pretty cool. My grandmother said that her mother told her that there were scientists on the island and they had all their equipment and they were just looking at the eclipse. It was a big deal. And the reason why they were on the island of Niuafo'o was because that was the only land that was in the path of totality. How cool is that, that you were born on that day? So very honored, very happy, and very blessed to be named after my grandmother, Ata. And my middle name is Anelasini. Check this cool story out. So Anelasini is my grandmother's aunt's name. She was known as a God-fearing woman. They say that she did a lot of praying and fasting, and they could hear her praying from her little Tongan hut all the time. And so the people who witnessed her death said that there was this big fire that fell from the sky and it hit her little Tongan shack, and then there was a little explosion and she died. That's how she went. And they say that she loved God so much that she was like Enoch, that the Lord sent an angel, took her soul up to heaven, but it was a meteorite. So I think that's so cool. The cool stories behind the name that I carry. It beats Martha, because Martha means bitter, but I'm happy and I love my ethnic name. Anyways, the third one, favorite ethnic music. Oh my God, guys. I love my culture. I love the Tongan dancing, and I love any music that you could dance to. And my favorite is called Hiva Kakala. They're Fasi Kakala, and I used to go to the Tongan Cultural Center when I lived in Tonga. I lived there for about 3.5 years, and my mother would take us every Saturday morning. There's 3 of us girls, 4 now, but at the time she'd take us to the Tongan Cultural Center every Saturday morning, and there would be banjos and guitars and singing, and there's this well-known Tongan artist. Her name was Tu'i Malakaho. She was our teacher, and the first song I danced to was Halavuna. And yeah, just any Fasi Kakala. I used to live next to a yacht club, and there was a kalapu there called I think it was Kalapu Fofo'anga. Every night that they would play, I'd sit by the steps and just be in awe of the harmonies and the singing, the banjos, the uke, the guitar, and all the harmony and the melodies were just beautiful. And I still listen to it all the time. Everyone's like, oh, you're a fob. Yes, I'm a fob. I love Fasikakala, any Hivakakala Tongan music. I also love the Tongan hymns. On Sundays, everything's closed. So when you're walking to church and you're passing by other churches, Methodist, Catholic, Pentecostal, whatever it is, you hear the beautiful hymns throughout the island in Tonga. It's beautiful and I love it. My favorite Tongan composer who writes beautiful Tongan music, her name is Sala Masina Fakato. She's also Tevita P27 vlogger's mom, and Caroline's You're Created Beautifully. That's her mother-in-law. And I'm not saying it because that's their mom and mother-in-law. I'm saying she truly is gifted and she writes such beautiful melodies. And when you hear her songs at Catholic churches, Methodist churches, and then you hear it on YouTube, it usually says the composer is unknown. But one of the songs that's very popular that people don't know she wrote is, you probably heard it. It goes, Te uhiki ahoku leo. Faiatu ai whakamalo. Sorry. Lea pe mo e kuhiva malo sisu aho ofa. Yeah, I love that song. Anyways, that's my favorite ethnic song. Next one, it says ethnic household item, I guess. I forgot to write down the whole question, but I think that's what it said. There's these things that we call in Tongan ta'ovala, and it's a traditional wear, fine woven mats that you wear around your waist. My boys get mad when they have to wear it, but I always force them to wear it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's part of our culture. It's called the ta'ovala. You tie it around your waist and you wear it for special occasions, funerals, and birthdays. I also have some Fijian stuff. My husband is Fijian, and my mother also bought some masi, Fijian masi, but in Tongan it's called a ngatu. And the masi, my boys wore it as ta'ovalas, but I cut it up the other week and I hung it up in picture frames. So my kids got a kick out of that. They thought it was funny. But yeah, those are some favorite household items that I have that are part of my culture. Favorite Tongan food. Oh my gosh, guys, my memories in Tonga are so beautiful. It's probably the best time that I've had ever in my life. And on Sunday mornings, you wake up, you go to church, and the boys in my family, I think in almost all Tongan families, but the boys in my family, they would wake up and do something called a umu. And the umu is an underground oven. A lot of South Pacific Islanders use this same method of cooking. And then we'd get these things, they're hina, and it's a pumpkin. So basically it was stuffed with lu, and lu is a taro leaf, but it would be stuffed with lu, the taro leaves, and coconut milk, and also corned beef, onions, tomatoes. It was so good. That was my favorite Tongan food. I haven't had it since I left Tonga back in the 90s. And ota, it's better than poke, guys. If you guys like poke, this is way better. It's just raw fish drenched in coconut milk, lemon juice, salt, pepper, onions, tomatoes, whatever. It's so good. That's my favorite. And then quickly, I know I talk too much, but this fun memory that I have on Sundays, because it served all my favorite Tongan food, is you eat all your food and then you take like a 5-hour nap. And where I lived, we woke up and we'd walk to the bread store together. All the little neighborhood kids, you see them all come out at the same time because no stores are open on Sundays. Just a bread shop that opens up in the evening for people to go buy their bread. We'd go there and I'd get $2.50 and it would buy our family 4 loaves of the Tongan bread. And we'd get a stick of New Zealand butter and you just spread that butter on and dip it in hot chocolate or dip it in tea. Then you eat ramen noodles for the rest of the week. Anyways, that's my favorite Tongan memory. Food, yummy. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Next one. This is the last one. Where are you from in Tonga? My grandfather on my dad's side is from Tu'aneki Vale, Vava'u. And his mother, my grandmother, she was from Makabe, Vava'u, but she was also half European. That's why I did the DNA test, because I wanted to know where we were from as far as our European blood. But anyways, on my mother's side, my grandfather was his father was Folaha, and then his mother was half European, but she was from Eweki. So yeah, so Folaha, Eweki, I forgot. And Vava'u. Results from the DNA test. Dun dun dun! Alright, so here's my ethnicity composition, which I think is really pretty. Some people that I've watched their videos, they're European, it would be like all blue, or, I like that. Mine's pretty colorful. I'm so diverse, guys. So bomb. So they're able to trace my heritage, and this is the map that they have for me. All the ones that are colored. Pretty. Mine's pretty because it's so colorful. I like a nice little mix there. Your DNA tells a story of who you are and how you're connected to populations around the world. They trace your heritage through the centuries and uncover clues and where and when your ancestors lived. And then I can't wait to get to heaven someday and just meet some of these people who migrated all over the world and just hear the story about that. Unless science proves certain things, which it already has. I was watching some videos and I seen a lot of Polynesians arguing that they're not from Southeast Asia, they're from Africa. And so, yeah, there's just like a lot of arguing over that. But after doing this, I just realized that we're all connected somehow. And it's pretty cool. So I'm going to share with you guys quickly. The first one is 0.3% Sub-Saharan African. 0.2% of that is Southeast African. And 0.1% of that is broadly North African. They haven't been able to pinpoint exactly where, but that's what that's what shows up on my DNA. And then it shows 14.4% Melanesian. On 23andMe, it says Melanesia was first peopled by voyagers over 45,000 years ago when the ancestors of indigenous Australians and Papuans arrived from Indonesia. Some people say Africa. They were the first group of people who migrated out of Africa. So I don't really know. I haven't really done my research on it. Don't come barking in my comments about how wrong I am, but that's just what I've been reading. I need to do more study, but it's really cool. 14.4% Melanesian. So it just, before this DNA stuff came out, people were saying this already, that Tongans are a mixture of Melanesian and Asian. And then I have 15.5% European. It says 2.8% broadly European, 2.4% Southeastern European. This is probably the biggest one I had in the European section, is 4.9% Northwestern European. And it says that they can't pinpoint where, but I know that my great-grandmother Emmeline, his father was born in Denmark, but he was Norwegian. And the last name Hansen, I know you guys know the last name in Tonga, but that's my great-grandmother's maiden name. And her mother was a Lindell, and she was born in Ireland. So Irish and Norwegian. Anything else beyond that, I have no idea. But that we always heard this in our family reunions, and now 23andMe is proving it to be true. 0.1% Sardinian. I don't know what side that is. 0.7% British and Irish, 1% French and German, 1.3% Spanish and Portuguese. Hey! 2.2% Eastern European. I don't know where, but I know that when 23andMe connects you with people who you share DNA with, and these European people that I'm connected to, as far as the Eastern European side, they say that they have roots in Ukraine. So I don't know what side, but we're like 5th or 6th cousins. I don't know. I don't have the guts to ask them yet. But I have over 1,500 relatives that I'm related to on 23andMe. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I highly recommend you guys check out 23andMe or even DNA. I want to do both. I did 23andMe and I'm going to do Ancestry when I get a chance. I don't want to pay full price. I know that I'd rather wait for it to go on sale. Like Black Friday has these sales with 23andMe and Ancestry. So I would just wait for that. I wouldn't pay full price. But still, it's fascinating stuff. And then the last one, 69%. That whole yellow part of the circle that you saw, I'm 69%. And under 23andMe, it says East Asian and Native American, which I said earlier that Polynesians are a mixture of Asians and Melanesian. So that just proves what everyone's been saying. I know people have different theories and they've been fighting about it for years, but they say that Polynesians are a mixture of Melanesian and East Asian, and this just proves it right here. 69% East Asian and Native American. I don't know how, but I think Native Americans and East Asians share a common DNA. That's why it pops up on mine. 66.1% of that is showing Filipino and Austronesian, but they're able to pinpoint ancestors that lived in the island of Vava'u and Tonga and also the island of Samoa. And I'm seeing a lot of Samoan relatives on my DNA. I don't know who's Samoan in my family, But yeah, it's showing Tonga and Samoa. So the reason why they say Filipino and Austronesian is because they say that our ancestors were seafarers who migrated from Southeast Asia into Taiwan, and then from Taiwan they went to the Philippines, and then from the Philippines they migrated eastward towards the South Pacific and went as far as Rapa Nui, all the islands, New Zealand, all the islands in the South Pacific all started from Southeast Asia, and then they also went westward as far as Madagascar. I put down that I was 100% European when I sent in the test, and they were able to check me and be like, no, fool, you're not. That's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, and I really appreciate you guys. It was so much fun doing this video, and I just love my heritage. I love my ethnicity and my culture, but I also love diversity. I love and appreciate when I meet new people and I find out new things about different ethnicities and their backgrounds. And so I just want to encourage you guys to find someone who's not like you and just get to know them. And if you have like different economic backgrounds, different education, different beliefs, different ethnicity, embrace the diversity and get to know others and just spread love and positivity and be kind and be nice to each other. There's so much hatred in this world, and I hope that you guys are able to find time to get involved in the communities, get to know other people, and not just hang out with a group of Tongans or just your own kind, a group of Asians or just a group of Hispanics, whatever. Just like get to know someone outside of your race and just embrace the diversity and different cultures. And we have so much to learn from each other, and we all need each other. We are better together. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Say hi if you're new on this page. If you need prayer, I'm a prayer warrior. I'm an intercessor. I will pray for you. I'll pray heaven down for you. No, just kidding. But seriously, feel free to introduce yourself. If you're going through stuff, if you need prayer, let me know. I'm here. I got some time for some prayer. Love you guys. Have a great week. I'm going to be back.